In the last video, we talked a bit about your community, and it's something I want to talk about more here as a practice for shining. It's going to be really hard to shine and to live the life of your dreams if you're around people who are constantly saying you can't do it, you want too much, who are you to ask for this, is what you have not good enough, etc. And a lot of us are in those circles wondering why it's so hard to start the business, to write the book, to launch the podcast, to want something different, want something more. I mean, hello, it's because you're being told you shouldn't, right? It's because every day you're having it reinforced that you're strange to want something different, that you're like offending people around you. So you may have to start to weave in a new circle. It's not to say that you can't have the best, most supportive family and friends ever since you were a child. Sometimes that is the case. But sometimes as you evolve, so does your social circle. And for those of you who maybe feel that nugget of truth in you, I want to offer that permission as just something I've seen as well, and that it's okay to evolve and to grow and to have your community grow and evolve along with you. What I would look for is people that make you want to dream bigger. You know, we've all heard that saying that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so it's not to say you can't have those really nourishing relationships of people who maybe are where you are today, but you should definitely be weaving in those relationships of people who are where you want to go, who normalize having successful businesses, loving marriages, happy relationships, fit, strong bodies, whatever your dream in this particular season is. The more you get around people who support that, the more you will just feel like it's a normal, expected thing, and less of like you are the black sheep going out and reaching for that thing amid everyone else who doesn't get it. It'll just feel like such a less of an uphill climb to go and create the life you desire. So you may be like, well, where do I find those people? So here's a few of my tips. One would be online. We're gifted with such an amazing opportunity these days to find those people. You can do so in local networking groups where you go to sites like Eventbrite or Meetup, and you may find professional organizations, entrepreneur committees, meet and greets. That's what I do whenever I move to a new city. And, you know, I've had to rebuild my community over and over again by moving all around the world. And so I will always go and see what's going on with expat groups, with entrepreneurs, with small business owners, with women in business. And I'll look up and I'll see what meetups or happy hours or networking events are happening, and I'll go to those events. So that's one way. Another way is filling your feed on social media with just those new voices. So you can follow hashtags of things like women in business or fit women, or, you know, whatever your like dream is in this particular era of your life. Go and follow those people on social media and let those become the louder voices that you hear. You may even start to find relationships with some. Like you may leave a comment and then start talking back and forth with someone and really connect, and then meet in real life or meet on a Zoom call. Don't be afraid to make that move. I've made so many online friends just from social media, from following each other on hashtags or meeting people through other people we both follow. It's a new world out there, so you may find your tribe in that way. You can also go on LinkedIn, or you can look and ask your own network, you know, if you know one person who's a business owner, get an hour of their time or ask for an introduction, tell them what you're doing. I think you'll be surprised how willing people are to help other people who are trying to create a better life for themselves. So I've done this even with authors. When I was like, I don't know, 25, 26 years old, I emailed an author that I loved and I said, can I have 15 minutes of your time? I'd love to talk to you about the book writing process. This was 10 years before I ever wrote my book, but people are so willing, more than you may expect, to give a little bit of their time or energy or resources to help someone who's trying to better themselves. So you can do that. Reach out, put like your feelers out there for if there's a business mentor that you could talk to, if they know 1 or 2 people that you can connect with that would maybe be a good fit for you. It's just, you will have to put yourself a little bit out there, but it's that muscle of shining and knowing that this is your path and you are worthy, and it will start to create momentum. I always try and remember in a new place, it usually takes like 1 or 2 people, and then from there it spirals and it ripples out, and you'll meet, their friends, and then they have another set of friends. And so if you can just get in the door with a few relationships, that will do wonders for opening the next doors and for just giving you a bit of that energy to feel like this is part of the path you're on, that you can shine, that you can take up space with these people. It'll really help a lot. So that's kind of the online world and a little bit of the in-person world and how they merge and how you can kind of combine the two. But that's what I would start with, is like, you may have to get resourceful, but that's how you can start meeting those people that do want something different, want something more, and normalize that for you. In terms of the relationships that don't, it may be a little bit of spending a little less time with them. It may be putting in a few more boundaries. Sometimes people say I can see them in small doses. So just watching, like, where am I spending the majority of my effort? Is it around people that want me to shine, that understand what I'm building here? Am I spending 80% of my time with those people and 20% with the others? Because that'll be the, division of the voices in your head. You'll then have 80% of the voices in your head telling you, you can do this, this is amazing, this is so doable, and you'll have 20% not so much, right? Like pulling you back. So you just want to be conscientious of that balance for you. And anytime you're feeling like, all I feel is like this can't work, check your community, see if that could be part of it and what you can shift there.